amazing. Amazing. A round of applause for Team Telecel.
That was the thrilling launch of the TGMA 25. As we're getting ready to celebrate the silver jubilee of this award scheme, we're all mightily excited in this space. You can see there's a new logo, everything fresh, crisp, and ting, everything sweet. You know that all throughout the road to TGMA 25 is going to be only excitement. Strictly excitement only, please. Thank you so much. My name is Okyeame Kwame. I am your ultimate turn-up MC, and you're welcome to the road to TGMA 25. Celebrating 25 years of this genius, celebrating 25 years of consistency and awarding music in Ghana, the best of the very best. Look, you want to make sure that you're voting for your favorites to also be crowned on the main stage. So voting has already begun. Why don't you, while you are on the Telecel platform or Telecel network, you can vote Artist of the Year by texting A to 1767. For Telecel Most Popular Song of the Year, text B to 1767, and for all other categories, text C to 1767 and follow all the prompts. You can also vote for free by logging on to the website www.ghanamusicawards.com and vote for free. It's simple, no long thing. And this show is brought to you by Telecel Ghana. It's also supported by Guinness Ghana, also by Close Up Toothpaste, and powered by Charterhouse. Indeed, my name is Okyeame Kwame. As mentioned, just sit back, relax. The whole episode will be nostalgic. Which was your favorite moments? Get interactive with us. We'll be back after the break.
This is a call to you. The dreamers.
Dreamers take a chance. Unlock the vibes, connect the energy.
The ones that see no boundaries.
Get connected, feel the vibe. Catch the wave, enjoy the ride.
The explorers that chart their own path.
Share your passion, let it flow.
The ones that dare to challenge the status quo.
Share your thoughts and let them know.
When others try to think outside the box, you wonder, what box?
Share your fire, share your fire.
To the architects of their journeys, every connection is an opportunity to explore every experience. This is your call to adventure. Your journey begins here. Be bold, be daring, be free. Connecting passions, connecting dreams, connecting ambitions. Telecel, connecting energies.
Where would I be without your love? Where would I be without your mercy? I cannot imagine where I'll be without you. Where I'll be without you. I'm nothing without you. I never knew you favor me this way. You turned my life around. I've been a one. I never imagined bringing me this. Turn my life around. I've been a one. I never knew you favor me this way. Turn my life around. I've been a one. I never imagined bringing me this far. Turn my life around. I've been a one. Helema, helemala, helemala, helema, helemala, 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 helemala. I never knew, say, never knew you favor me. You turned my life around. Turn my life around. I've been a one.
This is the road to the TGMAs. I'm Crystal Kwame Ayi, your host for the season. Now, as we approach the 25th anniversary celebrations of the TGMAs, we can't but reminisce on all of those great moments, all those moments that made us go, ooh, that got us all talking. Of course, we're all looking out for the things that we love, but there's no doubt that we had some shared euphoric moments. And to get into the nostalgic conversations all around everything that has happened over the past 25 years, I have with me some industry giants, if I may. Joining me to have this conversation, Edem Chotome, who's an entertainment journalist, and also Ni Ayite Hammond, who's the channel manager of Hope Channel Ghana. And he happens to have worked very, very closely on all of these projects. Gentlemen, you are welcome to the road to TGMA.
Thank you.
Indeed. I'm already feeling that we are going to unlock a whole lot. Over the past 25 years, there have been so many moments on the show, so many performances, so many presenters that came on. And you know, it's so easy to sometimes forget some of the moments that we so enjoyed, especially because every year, Charterhouse is doing something even bigger, even better. Obviously, the first year is not the same as the 25th year. So what are your general thoughts, you know, of the past 25 years? Ni?
I mean, it's emotional, you know, because having been attached to the awards for all these years, you know, and when you look back, you know, especially, you know, TGMAs it's gone through a lot, you know, even where you had people coming out with what they call our music awards, you know, everything to just make sure that the awards do not survive, you know, but God has been so good, 25 years and still counting, you know, and if you look at the sacrifice that Charterhouse put into ensuring that these awards come this far, I mean, you would understand. I mean, I think for about 10 or so years, it was a consistent loss, you know, in organizing the event. But, you know, the company never gave up because it was also a flagship program for the company.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, this is something that I don't think many people did know. This is new to me, absolutely new to me. You know,
you know, a lot of people thought it was, you know, and that's why most of the award schemes
don't survive.
Because, you know, they you know, beyond anything, they see it as a money-making, you know, but that wasn't the motive of Charterhouse. You know, the motive was to build the industry and acknowledge the people within the industry. So even though we were not getting satisfaction in terms of resources, we were getting satisfaction in terms of the production and the contribution to the industry, you know, and it kept us going. And obviously, being a flagship program, you know, Charterhouse always puts in its all, everything. You get me, and obviously that one also opens other doors for you in terms of productions or events.
That's really true. It does add to the name as well.
Yeah.
And for all that, you know, partake in it, it stamps a certain seal of approval on them as well. What do you have to say about this also, Edem?
For me,
general comments.
It's been an incredible journey. The other day, I met Mr. Ayowade and the wife, and I was telling them they have really impacted Ghana music. And regardless of the challenges they face, they should be proud of themselves because, I mean, award schemes generally ensure standardization in an industry. I mean, when Foresight Music started Music Video Awards, you saw the quality in the music video space. And this is what they did to the music scene. I mean, in terms of production quality, among other things, we have producers being awarded, and it really serves as a motivation factor for the artists. That aside, it also puts some level of value on their brand. I remember Stonebwoy saying that one of the editions he won Artist of the Year, Ghana Meets Nigeria were coming. I mean, they used him the subsequent year, and they were coming to use him again. And he told them that this year, I'm the Artist of the Year.
That's
so
right.
if you add something, you understand. So in terms of monetary value, it has increased their value. Not only that, it also increases your appeal as an artist because there is what we call equity as a brand. Every brand has a certain equity. And some of these equities, what build the equity, you have the there is the real value and the perceived value.
Yeah.
And the perceived value is what people think you are.
Exactly.
And this adds to, even before they see you for the actual value, this adds to the perceived value of your brand. And that increases your equity. So I've always told artists that they should ensure that this scheme succeed.
Yeah.
Else, it will also affect them in a way.
I get you, and big applause to Charterhouse once again, because 25 years is not a small thing at all. The most consistent award show in Ghana, coming through to, as you said, you know, big up the music space, and we can see the quality of music that's being put out these days. It's definitely done a lot for the industry. What would you say was your most memorable moment in the past 25 years in the award scheme? Most memorable moments.
Most memorable. You know, because I'm always backstage, you know, because you're working, you know, so I don't get to experience the awards as maybe Adam will. But I think one of the most memorable experiences will be Reggie Rockstone's performance. Was it in 2000 and was it the 5th edition
the
or
early
so?
2000s,
The early 2000s. You know, it was exciting. You know, especially when he had come on stage in a wheelchair. You know, everybody had that notion that he was injured or something, and then he ended it up with some serious breakdance and all that. I mean, it was exciting. Also, I think I got emotional with Sonny Badu's performance.
Really?
Yes, I think that one was also very, very captivating. You know, I think that performance was also very great.
So those are the two for you. Most memorable. Adam?
Yeah.
Most memorable?
I will start with a VIP.
Okay.
That is the early 2000s.
Yes.
It was held at a conference center. Before they came to perform, it started like they were riding a motorbike.
Yeah.
So, vroom, 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 and from
Yeah.
Nima to the stage, and it was like everything for me. You know, because they were having that street vibe to their band, and being able to amplify it on that stage, it was very nostalgic for me, and I was really happy to see that thing on stage. And recently, that was VGMA 22, Mr. Drill. I mean, that performance where he started from the Dubai, Circle Dubai, into the auditorium. I mean, it was also captivating.
You know, I was going to say that. That was going to be mine.
Yeah. And
you took it from me.
It's like I was watching a movie.
Yeah.
You know, and
Honestly,
he really wanted to show the other side of him.
Yeah.
That's the dance, which has been his first love.
And he executed it very,
he really
very well.
killed
Adina's
and since
also.
then, it's not been the same with his brand. I mean,
That is Little Girl.
That is, you know it. and that was my most emotional. What was your most emotional moment on stage?
Emotional
Yes,
moments.
because you know the artists always come with some emotional,
for
whether
me,
it's the performance or the speeches.
Okay, for the most emotional moment was, I think, 2011 or 2010, when Brothers Simple won the song of the year. That was a time Kunta Kinte was recovering, and he came on stage to say that, "Thank you for praying for me. I'm alive." You know, the commentary he passed and the way his brother came in for him. His brother, the one he's in a group, Kunta Kinte.
It's the Kunta that I remember.
Oh,
the other one who's in the US
yeah,
now.
who's in the US, UK now.
Is UK rather.
Yeah. Oh.
His brother, basically.
Then,
forgive us.
Then Okyeame Kwame also came in. I mean, to speak that
on.
there's something coming up. You know, it was very emotional, family emotional thing for me on the stage, and I think that I would say that's my emotional moment. Okay,
most emotional moments. Most consistent artist on the Ghanaian scene. Most consistent.
The award scheme or the Ghanaian scheme?
No, throughout the award scheme. Most consistent Ghanaian artists throughout the award scheme. I mean, there's some names that have consistently popped up.
I would say, you know, it's 25 years, so it might be quite controversial or quite, but I'll say Sarkodie. Yes. You know, Sarkodie
from 2010
has been there consistently for kind of a long,
A long time.
yes, a long while. And so I think I'll give it to him.
Yeah. Sarkodie.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll say Okyeame Kwame and Sarkodie because, like,
We're on the same
I
wavelength.
mean, yeah, from that time, Okyeame Kwame. I mean, if you look at those he started with from the 90s, it's difficult for you to, I mean, lay claim to say that they are still coming through the scheme. But he keeps coming, and he's been able to sustain his brand, and that is good of him because it's not easy to manage brand over time.
That's
and for
true.
him to be able to do that consistently, I think big up to him. Sarkodie too has done it. He came from 2010 and
Yes.
he's still keeping the fire, which for me is also good for him. So these are the two
Yeah,
who have been
most
consistent with the
I mean, we
scheme.
have many more years to go, so
Yeah.
the new ones who would want to fall in under this category in this part of the conversation can also do more. So what would you then say their impact has been, you know, on the Ghanaian scene, especially, I mean, the two that we're talking about, Okyeame Kwame and Sarkodie. What has their impact been?
For me, I think that their impact has been inspiration because they serve as inspiration for the other artists. You know, you were saying that if you're an artist and you want to, I mean, be reminded or be in the scheme for long, people have to look up to them. And it also tells them that you shouldn't give up. You know, you can still win and still be there for a very long time. And that inspiration alone is an impact they are having in their lives. Because if what is an industry without growth, and they are giving that inspiration for growth. And that aside too, I've seen them on the humanitarian side, because that's one aspect we do not look at, corporate social responsibility. It gives the brand a human face. And Okyeame Kwame has done it well with his hepatitis campaign and other UN environments, you know. So that is good. We've seen also Sarkodie coming for his people, Tema, and tried to do other things to big up other artists. We saw what he did with that kind of like cypher, that video which brought in Amado and a couple of artists. So they have also been impactful in the music and and beyond the music space.
How would you say that this scheme, all in all, has helped with the growth of the Ghanaian music industry?
You know, in terms of growing the industry, you realize that after a period of time, there was an introduction of the unsung artists. So you see that it is not just about rewarding those who
already there,
we believe are already
established.
there, you get me, but it has the new artist and then it has the unsung artist. So ensuring that every time there's growth in the industry and people getting that kind of recognition.
Like football teams.
Like football team with academies. Thank you.
Yeah.
You know, so it's helped in the shape, apart from shaping, building as well the industry. And obviously, as I said, giving artists a wider platform, you get me, and to have, and let's not forget that VGMA is respected globally as an awards brand.
Yes, indeed.
You get me,
It's
and
got
so
that weight to
when it's on your CV, or your discography, it adds up.
It's a big
to
deal.
your very big deal.
Indeed.
You know, and so its impact you cannot underestimate.
I like the sound of that. And we are not underestimating the full show. Because indeed, you know, we have the performers, we have the artists, we have all the other music actors that we acknowledge on the night. But of course, there have been some people that have actually driven the whole ship. And I'm talking about the presenters throughout the years. From 1999 up until, well, we'll find out who's going to be hosting this year's. But up until 2023, we had some brilliant people take the stage, from Kwame Sefakai we had a good number. Edem hosted it, Bella hosted it. We had Nashoko, Anita Eskin, Obuo. So many names. Can you remember any of them? Which of them? Chris Atto, I can't forget him. Doreen Ando.
I think one of my favorite probably would be Doreen Ando and Samini.
Oh.
Yes, that year at the National Theatre.
What did it for you?
You know, the combination. You know, we had Doreen, who obviously is a smooth, and you had Samini. At that time, he was younger, so much more energy. You know, and it was an experiment to see. You get me, and the way he was able to carry. I mean, the two of them were able to carry the show through to the end was splendid.
Oh,
you know,
wow.
And I love that very much.
Nice. Adam?
Yeah, for me.
And before they come in, I also KOD and this
Easy?
Easy.
Yes, that was also nice.
You know, the first KOD, and it was also another.
Yeah.
You know,
there was a lot of
test
creativity there.
Yes, and it was. I mean, they blew it away the first time they hosted
Lovely.
it. Yeah.
That's right.
For me, coming from, I'm also an MC.
That's right.
So I look out for certain things, and I'll straightly give it out to Kwame Sefakai, KKD, and Bella Mundi because of how they articulate. MC, your role is to announce one event to the other from one event. So you are coordinating everything on the stage. And if you look at the articulation, how they're able to even bring in certain things, I think they stand out for me. Kwame Sefakai. And there has been times people having been called that he comes back to host it again. So
we'll see.
The three of them have done it for me. And there is one thing I have always, advocated for, DJ Black.
Right.
He's also done marvelously.
Oh, DJ Black definitely
with his
deserves
parts,
his
where
flowers.
he also that time he also announces
the
in between
categories,
plays the music and how he does it.
Brilliant,
some finesse.
indeed. Brilliance indeed. I like the sound of that. Quickly before we go though, we have just about a minute, so let's do our quick 25th anniversary message. What do we have to say concerning, TGMA 25? What wishes do you have? I'll begin with Niayi.
Niayi, TGMA 25. God bless Charterhouse. God bless all those who have worked, because it's been a lot of work. Initially there was the nominating committee before the board, industry persons who have all helped one way or the other. I think it's good to say kudos to all of them. And we're looking forward to an exciting 25th anniversary, because 25 years is not easy.
Grand.
To celebrate it is going to be great. And I look forward to what activities have been planned for that celebration.
A quarter of a century. Adam, your message.
For me, it's been a huge impact on the Ghana music space. And once again, I would like to say kudos to those who conceived this idea and those who helped made it possible. Because if you conceive the idea and some people do not come to support that vision, they will not get to any point. So those who conceived and those who supported, I'd like to say kudos because they have held our music for the past 25 years. So, it's a big one. And with the 25th anniversary, I would like to also appeal to all the various stakeholders. We have different types of stakeholders and they all carry different powers.
Exactly.
The key stakeholders, I would like to urge them to hold the scheme in high esteem because regardless, the scheme is adding something to the brand. And if you don't win today, it doesn't mean that's the end of you. Because we started from somewhere. We are still here. Yeah. So we still keep going. So please, if you do not win, do not come up with theories just to undermine the scheme. Respect it and respect your colleague. Next year,
hopefully
it might be yours.
You can get yours as well.
So let's support the scheme. And finally, I would like to say, with the 25th anniversary, I want to even see some exhibition. It shouldn't be just the normal red carpet we interview. We should have some exhibition. If there's some material used at the first edition and it's still there, let's have them on display, some video session where you can watch some so that we create that nostalgic memory. I can't wait.
Yeah, Charterhouse will always blow your mind, It'll always blow your mind. But it's always been a pleasure. Thanks for coming by and having this nostalgic conversation with me. It's always good to go back and look at all the beauty that we've had before. It's the road to TGMA. And I've been speaking to Edem Chiatome and Ni Ayite Hammond as well on this. Seasoned guys in this space. We'll take a quick commercial break. When we get back, it's still nostalgic right here on Road to TGMA 25.
Does your toothpaste give you complete fresh protection? New Close Up Toothpaste Complete Fresh Protection takes care of your 5 important oral care needs. It gives you strong teeth, prevents cavities, cleans deeply, fights eliminates germs and gives you fresh breath. Complete fresh protection from close-up.
You're welcome back. We're still on the road to TGMA 25. Big thanks to mod.hq on Instagram for my outfit. Right now, we're getting into a different space altogether. You've never seen anything like this on the show. We're getting into the GMA Impact Story, where we speak to someone and they tell us about how the GMA has impacted the Ghanaian music scene all in all. I'm ready. Are you? Take a look.
My first time seeing Ghana Music Awards, I wasn't even in the industry yet. So I joined the industry to meet it, and I can say that it's been one platform that has made artists get more recognition, because to do music and put it out there, it feels good to be recognized and applauded for your work. Makes you know that the fans are actually paying attention to what you do. I would definitely say it's a major part of the industry that really lets artists feel appreciated for the work that they do. Well, Lynx Entertainment has had a lot of high points. I know most people would think I would say when either Kwame won Artist of the Year or Kiddy won Artist of the Year. But for me personally, my highest point would be when we won Record Label of the Year in 2008. It felt good to be recognized as an entire record label and a company for the work that we were doing. Ghana Music Awards has been heavily impactful to the industry, both to the artists, to the promoters, to the DJs, everyone, because it gives us one big night where we're able to celebrate the entire industry and all the works. And it's had a lot of international recognition as well, which has put people on really good platforms. So a lot of heavy impact, and I hope it keeps going like that. My fondest memory at the Ghana Music Awards was actually when Okyeame Kwame picked up Artist of the Year. We all jumped up on stage, myself, Asem, Okyeame Kwame, his team, the entire Lynx team, Abraham Ohinijan, who was godfather to all of us. I remember that memory and I'm so fond of it because of the unity that we felt all going up to pick that one award. It really felt like the industry had come together for that moment. Honestly, to be able to do anything for 25 years is amazing. Even living for 25 years is not easy. So for the fact that Ghana Music Awards has been consistently doing good work for 25 years, I would say kudos, applause to you guys, and I hope we can keep this energy and impact for another 75 years to come. Well done.
Celebration, our music lives.
It's beautiful to see that all that we're putting into this is actually working out. Brilliant story right there. Thank you so much for that. Now, we went onto the streets to hear from you as to what you had to say about TGMA 25. So you know what? Let's go through street vibes. Yeah? Let's do that. Let's go.
45, my nigga, this shit divine.
So 25 years of the Ghana Music Awards, and I think it's been a great journey so far, at least for the number of years that I've experienced this prestigious platform. I would say that we've seen a lot of growth so far, so very, very, very good.
We've come a very long way, looking at the fact that this is a scheme that has shaped our music history for a very long time.
It's been enormous. It's been so great. The introduction of new categories makes it extraordinary.
To have to put this show together every year consistently, giving us the kind of quality that you give us is really impressive.
Big congratulations to the Ghana Music Awards. I think you guys have done such a yeoman's job.
I think for 25 years, on behalf of myself and every young person you entertain every year, I want to say thank you to you, and we look forward to you doing this bigger for the world to see the beautiful things that happen in Ghana, in our music industry.
Money be the root of evil, but poverty the cause of...
Fondest memories of the GMAs. There's been a lot of amazing performances, awards won and all that, but I think it should be EL winning the Artist of the Year. That was iconic for me.
Somewhere in the 2000s, Sarkodie picked his first few awards, and he came on the stage. Very excited, Sarkodie.
I'm going to say 2016, where EL bagged 5 awards on the night.
My fondest memory would be from last year when Black Sheriff was adjudged the overall best artist of the year, because I mean, what did he not do?
Black Sheriff winning Artist of the Year. And I feel like as a young person, if I put my mind to something, I can achieve. Because 4 years ago, Black was in high school watching VGMA. And 4 years later, he came to win Artist of the Year.
So my expectation for the 25th anniversary should just go beyond more than just entertainment.
25 years, I'm looking at something iconic.
Charlie, higher standards. Let's make it bigger.
25 years, Charterhouse. We want something mind-blowing. We want to be in the auditorium and go like, yes, this is it.
Hopefully we're going to have like a really smooth show this year. So it's really exciting for me. I'm really excited that I'll be part of it and I'm going to be there on that day.
For young people in Ghana and for music and art lovers, we look forward to the VGMAs. And so we are looking forward to you putting up a good show and entertaining us once again this year.
This is a call to you. Dreamers.
Dreamers take a chance. Unlock the vibes, connect the energy.
The ones that see no boundaries.
Get connected, feel the vibe. Catch the wave, enjoy the ride.
The explorers that chart their own path.
Share your passion, let it flow.
The ones that dare to challenge the status quo.
Share your thoughts and let them know.
When others try to think outside the box, you wonder, what box?
Share your fire, share your fire.
To the architects of their journeys, every connection is an opportunity to explore every experience. This is your call to adventure. Your journey begins here. Be bold, be daring, be free. Connecting passions, connecting dreams, connecting ambitions, Telecel, connecting energies.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I don't even know what to say. He is the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. Can you join me? He will accomplish it. I know he will accomplish. We give thanks to the Most High God. We are very happy to be here. Thank you, Charterhouse. A big thank you to my producer, Mr. Charles Sapwa. Not forgetting the Latte who composed Alpha and Omega, and also Uncle Ato, wherever you are. I dedicate this album. I dedicate this award. I dedicate this award to Uncle Ato. God bless you all.
You're welcome back. This is Road to TGMA 25. We're celebrating 25 years of this genius. And right here joining me is one of the heavyweights in the Ghanaian music industry. 25 years in the Ghanaian music industry and 24 years of dealing with the GMAs. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Mr. Okyeame Kwame.
I just want me so the doma. Or check keep penti goma. The only baby break your doma. Bro na enti bronya. Boma o sikroma. Shoba. Boda, soldier, hitty soldier, the rapper rock man soda, soda on cocoda, when it has some rib man boza. Yes, I know you are brepping, watch out there, what kishing, Sigurd man, one rapping, American chance and what you not say. Made back Ferrari, supercars boy, backside for lady, super ass boy, super
Living color, 26 years.
26 rather?
Yes.
Oh, right. 26 years?
Yes.
In the industry.
Yes.
That's a long time.
Really?
Yeah, that's a long time. How do you feel about, coming this far and experiencing 25 years of the award scheme?
Grateful. I mean, and getting the opportunity to be a part of it all these years, I'm just grateful.
You have so many awards. I lost count. How many do you have?
I think I have 12. The last time I checked, I had 12.
12?
Yes.
BGMAs.
Yes, I do.
That's amazing.
And I also pride myself for the fact that I'm the only one who has, the award itself has been evolving. So it started from wood and then became metal. It was style was Ghana with red, gold, green in it, and then the disc and Ghana. I am the only artist in this whole country who has all of it. All the 6 or 5 types. I have each one of it.
That's a big flex though.
Yes, man. Nobody can touch me.
That's right.
Can't touch me.
I like it. When was your first award?
My first award was Okyeame. The first one, 2000. Okyeame Hip Life Song of the Year.
Yes. Which was the song?
Masanabo.
Come on now, let's go.
And I remember clearly that year we had about 12 or 14 nominations. But unfortunately, that was the very year that Daddy Lumba was also in his prime. So he swept all the awards. But Okyeame, we became the first hip life group to win an award.
Oh wow! But that's a big deal then.
It is a big deal.
Do you have any fun stories from that moment?
From that night?
Yeah.
I remember that we wore a mantle made by a designer in Kumasi. And so our producer at that time, his name was Andrew Okyeame. He said, Santa, they are someone winning award, so I remember clearly.
Wow.
I was in there, that Dubai just winning all the awards we were nominated in. We had almost given up.
Yeah.
And then Hip Life song, I said, for Hip Life, there's no Lumba here. So that's one day.
You have to
we are
take
contending with Lord Kenya, we will kill them. And then we took the award.
And you did?
Yes, and we did. I think we probably won an award again for Best Hip Life Group. I don't remember.
Yeah.
It's quite vague, but maybe that's one in Best Hip Life Group. So we
got 25 years ago.
Yes, one that night.
But then you particularly, when was your first win as Okyeame Kwame?
My first win was a long time. So after that award, the award gave us the opportunity to go on a US tour with Daddy Lumba.
Come on now.
A company from the US, a touring agent from the US, just came to Ghana and took Okyeame, the biggest winners for the night, Daddy Lumba, and then took us on a tour. Texas, New York, Virginia.
Oh, that was the whole?
Yes, based on the award. So when we went, I saw Bridge, I didn't come back. So we came back 3 years later. And when I came back 3 years later, the Okyeame euphoria had died. The Okyeame vim was off. Tic-Tac and other young artists had made such a big impact that it was really difficult for us to cut through the maze. So I started my solo project 3 years later, I think 2004, 2003. And then that for the next 6 years, there were no awards coming. I was doing features, I was featuring Daddy Lumba, featuring this one. No awards coming. I wasn't even getting nominations.
Did you think that it was the features that would give you the awards?
No, because to be honest, when I came, I saw that Samini had done something incredible. Samini was featuring on everybody's album, and therefore he was tapping into everybody's constituency. So before I started doing the features, it was an Nkase launch at the beach, and then Andy Dusty was the one place. So Andy said, Charlie, no one remembers you, so let's go and try to. So when I went, they said Okyeame is coming. I started rapping, and people were saying, woo, nobody remembered. So I remember that when it got to that time, I started, I have this fast rap that I created.
Yes.
I did my tapa sapota. They say, yeah, it is him, this is the guy. So after that time, I said, okay, how am I to reconnect with my fans and the fans of others, the Samini and the Oboe and all those people? So I will call them. I remember I will call Amanziba and I say, Big Boy, are you recording? I want to come and feature on it. And then through that, I did about 200 and something features. And the features started blowing.
What?
So that the Lumba, Rexoma, this one, and the
200 plus.
I did 219 features within that period. That was how much I wanted it. Now, so as I was doing the features for Samini and everybody, TikTok and everybody, their fans remembered that I was there. So it took me between that time and 2008 to start getting nominations again. And then I've been getting nominations since.
That's right.
Yes.
And tell me about Artist of the Year stories. Yes, please.
Beautiful story. So I done the album. I think I called it My Poetry, My Nwinsem. And I'd been fortunate enough to go to Tech to study Akan. You know, so I was studying Akan music and sociology. And so my worldview had changed. My understanding of culture, my ethos had changed. I was now drawing from the tradition. You know, so when I did that album, the album was so good because it was cultural. It was drawn from within the people. And the song started hitting on it, you know. So when it was the time, I got about 12, I don't remember, 15 nominations. And around that time, the competition was with Prayer, who had also done Angelina.
That was a tough year.
Exactly. So my wife was pregnant. I remember when I was younger, I used to say that one day I'll take my pregnant wife to the nightclub. Yes, I said this when I was like 15. You know, so I said, this is the night. This is going to be an amazing night. My wife was this month pregnant. So let's go to the VGMA. So we went, we're seated, dressed in similar colors.
That's right.
And we were mentioning the names. And I took that. I think I got 5 awards that night.
That's right.
Best video, best hip hop song for Middleman and Pema or something. Best hip hop artist. Best this one. And then it was time for the main one for the night.
Artist of the Year.
Exactly. So I had already lost the most popular song, was Kominegu. So I'm telling my wife, I won't get this one. She held my hands like that. And you know, that's what wives do. Whenever you are down, when you are afraid, they come alive.
That's right.
She held my hand like that. And then she said, you win it. And the thing with VGMA cameramen is that they have a camera position that all the competitors. So if they mention your name, you don't win, when him Jimmy, then they capture it and put it on their thing. You know, so I'm thinking, if I don't win this thing, how am I going to give them a straight face? So my whole focus was on the camera. And then they mentioned my name. I didn't hear it because I was focused on. And then she said, hey, what, let's go. And we got up and everybody, KOD and the Dusty, everybody, all the Kumasi people, everybody, because it was not just a win for me, it was a win for Kumasi.
That's right. That's true.
Yes, it was a win for Kumasi. It was a win for Ashanti region.
Man.
Yes.
But what would you say the impacts of, the scheme has been on your music career?
Well, let's talk about the impact on my money first.
Okay, now we like to hear.
Yeah. So the night I became Artist of the Year, I got the opportunity through the scheme to become brand ambassador to a telco. They paid me well, treated me nice, and then that relationship translated into other relationships. Now I guess because that relationship went so well, at GT Bank, I had other big companies came to do business with me because of how I had done business and the fact that I had been an Artist of the Year. In terms of international recognition, immediately the Artist of the Year or the VGMA mark became associated with my craft. I started getting opportunities that hitherto that I wouldn't get, in terms of even going to get a visa. Sometimes when I'm going to get a visa, I just write to Charterhouse. I'm doing this event. Yes, I'm doing this event. Charterhouse will give me a letter.
That's right.
To whom it may concern. I add it to everything.
Oh my gosh.
And then it works. So beyond that, on the music itself, 2 effects. One is pressure. Pressure to maintain.
That's true.
Pressure to keep up. Pressure to beat the standard.
Exactly.
Pressure to keep collecting the awards.
That's right.
And that type of positive stress is good for creativity, but it is also bad for creativity. Because if there's stress on you, now you are writing the music not because you want to entertain people or you want to heal a certain disease in the society, but you are writing the music for an award.
Because of the award.
And that can mess you up. and you can become overly competitive and create something that the people might not vibe with. Because if it's we are writing a song for the award, then the people don't really care about what you are doing. So it took a while for me to understand that I get the award because the people like the music. Therefore, let me make the music for the people. And the people will give me the award.
Ah, that's a sweet one.
Yes.
Not many people have realized this, you know.
It took a while.
I get you, but it's nice to know that the scheme put some money in your pocket some way, somehow.
Oh, it does.
I mean, you played your part also.
It does.
But that's your individual growth. I mean, how about the industry?
I even forgot about it.
What's this?
It changed my price. Immediately after I became Artist of the Year, people no longer came to me 1 Ghana. It came like 7. You know, they're paying me 1. The price changed like 7 times.
That's right.
Yes, and I became popular for overcharging. You know, so it changed everything. But for the industry, what was the question?
I was asking, it's helped with your growth. How do you think the scheme has helped with the growth of the industry, the music industry?
Oh man, it's done amazing. I think that it has become like a benchmark for people to try to reach. It has also become like a gatekeeper, you know, to keep the gates let me say something. There was a year that R2Bs made a beautiful big song. Ajay,
yes.
And I think they were disqualified.
Why? How?
Or something like that, because they said the song was too sensual. Like, guess what? A year later, they became Artist of the Year by doing the most positive song of the year. Well, maybe I'm a So that is the type of effect, the positive effect that I'm talking about.
That's very direct.
When you are in the studio recording a song, you know that if this song doesn't have the right ethos, or it doesn't have the right, it has verbal taboos, and the song is too sensual, it's too sexual, or you are saying things that are inappropriate, that sits well with the culture, it will not be nominated, or it will be disqualified.
And you know it
and
yourself.
You know it. Therefore, you censor it. It causes a certain level of censorship with creativity, which helps the culture. You know, so I think that in terms of creativity, it has a way of drawing out the potential for competition in a positive way. It also has a way of drawing out your prefrontal cortex to censor what you are doing, so that it is cultural. And then apart from that, it brings the industry together in such a loving, fun, altruistic way. The performances, the collaborations, the speeches, you know, it has a way of becoming a melting pot of the industry for that week, for that 3 months, and that night. That's, you know, artists that you've not seen in a long time, performances that you've not seen.
True.
And then beyond that is the mirrors and smoke. It's the stage, the lighting, the opportunity to do that international performance, to sit down and watch it, the ability for the whole world to see it because it's on DSTV.
Thank you.
You know,
streamed online.
The
whole world is watching.
It is a big night. Yes.
I love it.
Yes,
I mean, you are giving us some real good gems at this point in time, and I hope that people who are watching are actually taking notes for when they decide to actually take the big stage as well. What would be your most memorable scene at the TGMAs? Most memorable scene?
Most memorable?
Yes. Give me one.
Was when I was on stage taking
aside
the award.
that.
With my beautiful pregnant wife.
Oh, aside that though.
Aside that.
Even though that's beautiful.
Aside that was, my most memorable obviously be the year my brothers took, they took the Song of the Year for Simple. And then Kunta was healing from stroke. And then he came on stage and gave his speech. I cried that night. I cried, my mother cried, Ghana cried, you know. I will never forget that night. You know,
beautiful.
And then but maybe I'm biased because it was my...
And you even went up stage and gave your own bit as well. You gave your own speech also?
Yes. I paid for the record. I promoted it. You know, I had to go there and be a part. But on the real, I think that was the most impactful, because I don't know what else. I also enjoyed Mr. Drew's performance.
Ooh.
Yes.
We all talk about Mr. Drew's performance.
There was also an Ethia performance with the...
Is it the gospel or?
No. Ethia.
You know, Ethia had a gospel performance at some point also.
Yeah, they did a performance where there was a really handsome macho man playing the trumpet in the middle. I think it was the very year that Mr. Drew did that performance. Yes, I think that was also, I would always love to see Efia perform.
Oh, Efia, that's one hands down.
Yes,
a great performer, all in all, indeed. What would you have to say then to up and coming, artists who also aspire to win these awards? Day in, day out, we have these conversations. They say they haven't got an opportunity, they haven't got a chance to get in. Their song was good, why wasn't it selected and all that? What would be your solid advice? You've been here, you've been doing this for how long? What would you tell them?
I'll tell them that the award is very important, but it is a byproduct of a reward. The reward is when you have done something that a big constituency of people accept and celebrates. So be more focused on the fans. Be more focused on the art. Be focused on your team to send the music to the constituency that you think you should reach. The award is a byproduct of doing this thing. So do not be too fixated on winning the award. When I was writing Woso, the last thing on my mind was Artist of the Year or hip-hop, hip-life song. The only thing was on my mind at that time was that if there's someone who cannot pay school fees, who's listening to this song, may this song uplift his spirit. If there's someone who's going through a divorce, if there's a child who lives with maybe the auntie and the auntie is maltreating, that child should heal from listening to it. If that was the focal point of the music. And because
on the people.
It touched so many people, the people demanded that I be Artist of the Year. So be focused on the content and be focused on your team and your ability to take it to the person that you desire for them to hear it. And if they accept it, you win an award.
Right. So they should accept it first.
Yes.
Please, we're taking notes.
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm telling you, the Ghana Music Awards, if the whole Ghana is enjoying a song, it will not be smart for them not to nominate the song or to give it the award it deserves. Otherwise, it is destructive to the scheme.
You make a solid point.
Yes,
you make a solid
it's destructive to the scheme. So be focused on the fans.
Nice one. Now, we've talked a lot about Ghana, right? I'm thinking about, the new conversation. It's quite old, but it's still, quite hot, this conversation about going global with it. And I know that some have said that VGMA has played a role to some extent in, sending music from Ghana to the rest of the world, showcasing our music globally. What would you say the role of the VGMAs, the scheme, has been?
So for me, I think it's bringing industry practitioners from Ivory Coast, from Hollywood, from South Africa, from Kenya, from New York, bringing them for us to have an interaction with them, bringing CEOs and A&Rs from all around the world for us to have interactions with them, the seminars. That backward integration is everything for me because we are producing the raw material and they are using it. And the fact that they are sensitive enough to turn back to say, hey, let's not just keep using this product. Let us find a way to improve its quality, adding real value. I think for me, that has been one of the greatest. I don't even think that the scheme knows. For me as an artist, the opportunity to learn, to integrate, the opportunity to relate to other people and learn best practices is everything for me. And that international thing that they do, not even the concept, I am not too big on sending my music outside.
Okay.
I am interested in learning best practices from all around the world to improve my economy.
Right.
Exactly. So, and that's exactly what they do. And I really appreciate that.
Oh, beautiful. I mean, as we were speaking, it took me back to all the people who have also graced our stages, from different parts, some of the greats, and so on and so forth. But I want to know before we leave, how many nominations do you have this year? Do you have any nominations?
This year I have one nomination.
Okay.
Last year I did just one single.
Song.
And I did what friend then Inshallah with Kimpaluta.
Yes. Oh, yes.
It's a beautiful song, and I got one. I think I should have gotten more though.
You think so?
Oh, completely.
Like in which categories?
In the best rapper category.
That's right.
Yeah, because
for
me, I mean, looking at that rap I did versus the rap I have done in the past, I think it was a complete improvement. And it is almost impossible for someone to rap better than me.
Hello, you got to claim it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's true. I mean, I don't even compete.
That's right.
But
you know who you
that is
are.
true.
That's what it
Exactly.
is. Yeah. I like the
Exactly.
energy. That's
Yes,
what it
yes,
is.
yes, yes.
And the truth is that there's no competitor. You have your own lane, you have your own craft, you created your own style for yourself.
Exactly.
Nobody doesn't like you.
Exactly.
Truth
So
indeed.
I don't know who did the selection, but I think they should put some rappers on there. Yeah, the rappers will know better.
We're taking notes.
Yes, yes. Put some rappers in there. I don't know who is there, but add rappers.
Okay. Add
You know,
rappers.
so,
They've
yeah,
heard.
yes.
Do you have any projects coming up?
Oh, yes, yes. So currently I'm working on releasing some of the songs that I've written because I don't release much.
Yeah,
and I feel my body is punishing me. My dreams are training me.
Because you're good.
Thank you. Okyeame put out music. So currently I'm putting out music. I have an EP that I did. Half of the songs got burnt.
What?
At when Kwadwontwi's house got burnt 3 weeks ago. So we're recording in the studio. So the songs we are trying to redo it. So hopefully, in the very near future, I'll release an EP. It's called Love and Hustle. And then I'm also working on a piece of artistic body of work.
Yes.
I won't mention the name yet.
Okay, but at least how many tracks on it?
Oh, that's a full album. That's not an EP. So the
Yeah.
EP will have like 6 tracks, which I've released 3 already.
Already, okay.
So the one I just released with Kwame Eugene, then the one with
Paluta?
King Paluta, and a month ago I did with Kofi Kinata. So next year,
Sweet.
I think I'll have to rent Macho Man to come and carry the awards that I'll be taking home. So I'm working on lots of stuff. But beyond that is, 28th July is coming.
Yes.
So World Hepatitis Day
is
coming, and we've been consistent for the past 14 years.
That's right.
So this year too, we are going to organize free screening, free vaccination, and now we don't only partner with Lancet, we also have Noguchi.
Great.
So we are collecting data for Ghana,
It's a big move, actually. It's a big move.
Thank you.
I
So
know
that's why it's
that the
coming.
numbers are also on the rise, so it's always great that we get people knowing what is going on and to also take care of themselves.
Exactly.
And if they do have it, get checked and then, get healed.
Yes, and apart from that, I'm also working on a peace campaign. So immediately
Election year?
For election year,
Right.
so to try to use music and art to bring people together to balance off all the conflicts that might arise during the harsh hate speeches and things like that. So find a way. So you will see. We'll launch it very soon.
We can't wait to see,
Exactly.
actually. We can't wait. It's something that you do so well with.
Thank you.
And we can't wait to see and enjoy it.
Thank you.
25 years of TGMA. What's your message?
Are you cool? My message is, are you cool? Personally, gratitude. I would like to say a very big thank you to the scheme for contributing in such a positive way into my career and contributing positively into the industry that feeds me. Gratitude, I'm just grateful, and I pray that we are all going to die and this award scheme would continue. It will survive the time, and even after all of us are dead, it will still continue. And then, yes, I think that is my message.
Yeah, long live the TGMA.
Yes, long live the TGMA.
Amen,
yes.
hallelujah. And it's been a pleasure having this conversation with you.
Peace,
Every time so insightful, so
Thank
inspiring. It's Okyeame Kwame himself. We look forward to your work also.
Yes, thank you, thank you.
Yes, indeed. Thank you also for joining us. My name is Crystal Kwame Ayi. I've been your ultimate turn-up MC. Big thanks to mod.hq on Instagram for my outfits for today.